Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime Nuggets. I'm Robin Weisner, and I'm so excited to be here today. I'm a life coach, and I am the creator of the Lighter Way Wellness Program. And today, I want to talk about 5 easy steps to meal plan and save hours in your day. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you can hear me and you can see me okay. I'm going to check on my phone and make sure this is working on Facebook right now. There I am. Okay, I see myself. And can I hear myself? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or some love. I had to time nugget. Yep. Awesome. I had to change browsers because I haven't used BeLive with this computer lately, and so I wanted to make sure it was working because today I want to do some screen sharing with you because I want to show you my meal planning made easy kit. And it's Friday, so it's the perfect time to talk about this as we get ready for the weekend. So anyway, as you're joining here, hopefully I'll be able to see your comments here on my computer screen, but let me know where you're watching from. Are you having lunch right now? What are you eating? And what is the biggest challenge you have with meal planning every week or with just meals each week? If you had a magic wand, what's one thing other than maybe having a personal chef come in and cook for you? What's one thing that would really help you in your week? So I want to go ahead and get started with meal planning. This is something that years ago, I had no idea how to do it. We really just we would go shopping every week. We would get boxes of Hamburger Helper and, we'd just grab whatever. And each night we would kind of think about like, oh, what do you want to eat tonight? I don't know. What do you want to eat? And a lot of times it would end up, choosing something that's not the healthiest. Sometimes we would wait until we were so hungry, then we definitely weren't making the healthiest choices. So I want to start with explaining the difference between meal planning and a meal plan. So if you've listened to me before, I am very much anti-diet. I know that you've probably known me before with Beachbody and things like that. I don't believe that we should ever follow a plan that you couldn't follow for the rest of your life. I think it's ridiculous and actually harmful to go all into a diet for 3 weeks, and then when it's done, we're like, phew, that's done, and then we go back to our old ways of eating. I promote healthy eating, intuitive eating, and eating according to what your body needs, and you are the best person to know what that is for you. I help my clients to figure out what that is, but there is no one size fits all diet out there, and you probably kind of know that in the back of your head at least. I mean, the fact is 95% of all diets fail. If they worked, the diet industry would be out of business. They make money based on us hopping from one diet to another and investing in their supplements and their plans and all that kind of stuff. I'm all about food freedom, helping you be set free from food rules, from that mindset of thinking that foods are good or bad or allowed or not. Is just ridiculous. Food has no moral value. Food is food, and you are not bad by eating a food that's on the not allowed list. And we just need to just change that thinking. And I'm all about helping women learn to build their own trust back in their own instincts, their own intuition, in eating what's best for them and making those choices. And there will be times that you want to have things that are, there's may not be good or bad food, but maybe there's healthy and unhealthy choices, right? And sometimes we make an unhealthy choice, and that's not the end of the world. We need to move on. Sometimes it's absolutely worth it. It's birthday cake, or it's just something you want, and it's something that's better for your mental state of mind at that moment, right? And what happens as you grow in understanding intuitive eating is you learn to trust yourself. You learn that, I can actually have a treat or something like this, and I can trust myself that I'm not going to go completely off the tracks, right? Just like spiraling down. The reason that that happens most of the time is because we have a diet mindset. And so we are so fixated on following these rules, staying in these rules, that our mind and our body naturally, it's like a boomerang, it's like, oh, I've been so restrictive. Now I'm just going to go off and go wild. Well, what if we didn't think of food rules, right? What if we just followed a basic, healthy plan that worked for us? We know that it makes us feel great, and we trust ourselves in that. We would have so much freedom in that. Not to mention your mind space that's just opened up because you're not calculating and measuring and all this kind of stuff. So a meal plan is more restrictive. A meal plan is like somebody telling you, here's what you need to eat for your meals during the day. Excuse me. Meal planning is a structure that you can work within to plan ahead for your hunger needs. So it helps you to love yourself well, to nourish yourself well, and to basically just plan ahead. And so as you're trying to overcome diet mindset and that all or nothing mindset and just stressing out over what food is good or what food is bad, a meal plan is kind of like a cast. Like if you were to break your arm, you've got a cast that helps hold it in place until it comes stronger on its own. Meal planning helps you to create a plan that it has the foods that you want to eat, and you know what you're going to have, loosely, right? You don't have to stick to it exactly, but you know what you're going to have each day. You have the food on hand, you look forward to it, and it helps you to make better choices and choices that agree with you. So that is the premise of what I want to talk about today is the meal planning process. I can't see my comments on here. I don't know if I can see it on my phone, but I don't see comments popping up on my phone right now. That's okay. I'll get to your questions afterward. So there's a few resources that I've created to help you with this. So I wanted to screen share with you and let you know there's resources out here. I have several free things that you can download anytime you want. And so let me just start with, I'm going to screen share. Let's see. Oh goodness, I got to allow my computer will not be able to come. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, will this work? Oh no, you tell me it will work. Let's see, application window. There we go. Okay, you should be able to see this application window. This is every month I post monthly meal ideas out. Well, I'll show you what the screen where you get it from. But every month I post a new set of monthly meal ideas, and there's so many good recipes in there. I don't create this. This is something I provide for you free of cost. So I don't take credit for designing this, but it's so good. So it has recipes for breakfast. It has recipes for lunch and dinner and snacks. And so I'm just going to scroll through here, like stovetop oatmeal, pumpkin spice French toast. You can go through and you can choose what you like as you start your meal plan. I'll get into, after I show you this, I'm going to get into the 5 steps. But I just wanted to let you know, you can actually get a free copy of this every month, absolutely free, from my platform. Look at that. I've started making these, so yummy. Bananas. And you know what is really good? What do they have here? Peanut butter. There is a chocolate hummus out there. There's actually one, it's made from cashews and almonds. Oh my gosh, it tastes like really good chocolate pudding. And I put a little almond butter and then the chocolate and I roll it up in. I get like the street tacos because they're smaller tortillas. Such an easy treat. Sweet potato breakfast casserole. And then for lunch ideas, and all of these recipes are plant-based. So you can certainly switch them up. Look at that, pecan salad, quinoa salad, broccoli salad, chickpea salad, butternut squash macaroni. And let me get onto some dinners here. Right now, I'm just wrapping up my self-care and soup group. It's wild rice fall soup. Look at how delicious that looks. Lentil and sweet potato soup, stuffed acorn squash, minestrone soup. This is really good. So hearty. And we have a vegan in our family, and we try to eat more veggies and less meat. We're trying. um, and these recipes are great because they're not like, sometimes if you're not vegan, you might think vegan is like so extreme. You could follow these, and the ingredients are pretty simple. Look at that pumpkin pasta. So you get the idea. Look at that red lentil curry. You can go ahead and download that straight from my site. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Let's see. I'm going to share. Application window, let's see, Chrome tab. Share this. Yay, I think this should work. I think you can see this. This is my platform member vault, and you can go here. This is the link right here, robinweisner92gmail.com, vipmembervault.com. It's not the sexiest URL, but this is where you can find all of my offers here. And so right here at the top, free download, monthly meal ideas and recipes. And so you can subscribe here. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is my meal planning made easy. This is $15, and you're going to see why, because it is more in depth than just a kit. I've got a 3 steps to ditch dieting. I've got a 3-day mini course, my VIP coaching program, and there's more down here. I've got more food freedom resources, a free workshop, 7-day sugar detox. So ladies, come on and check it out, partake. I've been working really hard during the quarantine to create these resources for you. So I hope that you will go and, let's see, let me get back to my screen. Go and partake and enjoy in those. I made them with love for you based on feedback that I've received on things that you would like to see. So, all right, let's see. Let me share with you now my meal planning made easy. And that is here. That's not this one. That is, I don't think this is, can you see my meal planning made easy? Let me make sure. Let me make sure on my Facebook. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Making sure. Let's see. Let me just double check that I am sharing that. Okay, you should be seeing that now. So this is the meal planning made easy document that you can get off of my site there. This is a non-diet strategy for nutrition in midlife, menopause, and beyond. So my specialty is working with women that are in midlife and dealing with menopause issues, stubborn weight gain that has a lot to do with eating inflammatory foods, having a lot of inflammation in your system, weight loss resistance, hormonal imbalance. And so one of the biggest ways that you can improve menopause symptoms is through nutrition. That's huge. And so it's not showing the screen. It is not showing the screen. Hold on a second. Ah, here we go. Now you can see it. Sorry, ladies. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll have to go back and show you the recipes. So let me get to this window here. All right. This is meal planning made easy. So I was just scrolling through all those recipes and didn't see them. All right. So we talked through, like, I want you to understand that meal planning is not a diet. It is a method to plan in advance for your nutrition needs. And it should not be treated as a diet. And as we go through here, you can see we've got a lot of things that I talk about in this, um, lifestyle strategies to reduce menopause symptoms. And if you tuned in to episode 8, I talked about inflammatory foods. And yesterday, episode 9, I talked about anti-inflammatory foods. So you can get the food list here in this document. So here's where I talk about meal planning versus a meal plan, the differences between the two, and we talk about ways to reduce menopause symptoms because this is so key. Um, you know, we try we when we get into midlife, we struggle a lot of times with stubborn weight gain, and we think that a diet itself is going to fix that, but there's a lot of different factors as we get to this season. And so one big piece is reducing inflammation, also limiting alcohol, spicy foods, caffeine intake. I go through some other ways that you can reduce it. And then I've got a list of common inflammatory foods. So I can tell you in the monthly meal ideas, these recipes are generally free of inflammatory foods and rich with nutrient dense foods and anti-inflammatory foods because it's largely plant-based. So I'm not going to go through every single thing on here. If you like it, you can go ahead and purchase it from my site. Like I said, it's $15 and you can reuse this and refer to it, print it out, put it in a little binder. So we're going to talk about the 5 steps to meal planning. So first, you want to start with looking at your schedule. This is one thing that I always do. I look at my week ahead. I usually do this on Thursdays. I sit down and I look at the schedule and I see what is it that we have coming up this week. Some weeks we're going to be home every night, nothing going on. So I would probably plan 5 dinners. You'll only do 5. If you try to do 7, you just end up having food that goes bad. Plus sometimes you want to eat out or, you're not hungry, whatever it is. I think 5 is more than enough. So number 1 is looking at your schedule. Number 2 is to go look in your refrigerator and your pantry and see what you already have. What's already in the freezer, what's already in the pantry, what are things that you need to finish up, what do you have to work with? Then you go to the some sort of recipe cookbooks, whatever that is. Yesterday I shared with you the anti-inflammatory book for beginners, and in a second I'll go back and I'll show you my monthly meal plan. Sorry, that didn't pop up earlier, but you can look through there. That's what I always do. So I'll go through my monthly meal plans. I'll pick out a few things. I know some of them, like the minestrone soup, creates a big batch. So I know that can be at least one dinner plus some lunches. And we might even have leftovers plus maybe a little sandwich, a little grilled cheese or something like that for dinner one night. So I go through and plan that way. Now, my method is I always start with dinners first because for us that's the main meal, I guess you could say. For me, it's the most time intensive because breakfast is pretty easy, right? It's usually you're not making some 3-course meal for breakfast. It could be something as simple as overnight oats or some hard-boiled eggs or eggs that you whip up really quickly, toast, something like that. And lunch is always some repurposing of dinner leftovers. So if you start with dinner, then you can work your way backwards and fill the rest of the day. Really simple. So you're really only planning like 5 meals, and then you work backwards from there. So that's what I do. I'll plan what my dinners are. I work backwards from there. then I make my grocery list, and then I shop. And that's pretty much it. It's very straightforward. We tend to overthink it. When I look for recipes, I try to find ones that are very simple and use minimal ingredients. So let me go back again really quickly and show you. Um, Let me pop open the meal planning thing made easy. I think this is it. Yeah. So I'm going to share this. Share, let's see, show in stream. There we go. Okay. So let me go back over here and scroll. So this is every month, like I was saying, I update a new version of it. So it has breakfast ideas. These are the things I was talking about. Pumpkin smoothie bowl, chia pudding, apple pie smoothie bowl. This is October's monthly meal plans. I'll be posting November's very soon. I'm sure it will have a lot of Thanksgiving things in it. Pumpkin spice French toast. Let me scroll up to the lunch is a lot. There's a lot of salads in this month's edition. Look at that broccoli salad. So good. And you can see the ingredients are very simple. It's all real food, nothing too weird. And I always will make adjustments as possible. Sometimes I don't want to use a vegan version. I'll use a regular one. Sometimes I could throw meat in there. And let me show you some of the dinners. Look at that. Look at that soup. Oh, that looks so good. I wish the guys liked mushrooms better, because I would totally love this mushroom and wild rice. Lentil and sweet potato soup, stuffed acorn squash. And this is the minestrone soup I was telling you about. So delicious. And I made a big pot and it lasted a whole week. It was great. So you get the idea. There's, a ton of recipes in here. It even has, let me go down. There's even snack ideas. It's totally free. So let me show you how you can get it, because that screen didn't work either. Gonna go here. And let me show in the stream. There we go. This is, I'll have to switch over. This is my my platform here. So you can see, sorry, I'm repeating myself, but you couldn't see it before. This is where you can get the monthly meal ideas. So you can grab a copy. All you gotta do is just enter your email address. I don't spam you. I'm not that organized to have that many emails to go out. So I promise you, every month it's updated. I send out a monthly newsletter with the latest recipes, but you could also come back here every month and grab it. I also have archives of previous months. This is where you can get the meal planning made easy, the 5 steps to meal planning. You just click here and you can order that. And then you can see I've got 3 steps to ditch dieting. That's a free download. I've got a 3-day food freedom mini course, my VIP coaching, Lighter Way Blaze, which is open for enrollment right now. If you're interested, this is a self-paced version of my one-on-one coaching program, but it's still very high touch. I still start out with setting up a one-on-one goal setting session, and you still have one-on-one support with me via texting. All the content is the same, and it's at a substantially reduced price right now. I have an offer running through this weekend. So if you're interested, actually, all you have to do is sign up right here. And then here's other food freedom resources. This is where you can get the archives of the other meal ideas and even a 7-day sugar detox. So there you go. That was a lot. I hope it was helpful. Hey, Vicki, I can see now that you're watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you really loved it, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what questions you have. Pop them in the comments below. Again, the monthly meal plan is free to you. Meal planning guide, you can go ahead and sign up, get that from my site. It's reusable. It's got a template that you can print out and use for yourself every week. I do the same format every single week as I plan my recipes, and it just saves tons of time because when you know that you have figured out what your meals are going to be, you don't have to stick to them exactly and you don't have to prep them all ahead of time, but you have a plan and you know you have the ingredients in place. It just makes it just saves so much time. And literally my meal prep when I do it is very minimal. It's just the main components that I need for my week. I'll make maybe some brown rice. I'll do some hard-boiled eggs because they're a quick snack. I will do some overnight oats, since that's a breakfast that I can grab and go. And then maybe cook up some ground turkey, like taco meat or ground beef, and maybe some chicken breast. I just have it available that I can mix it into whatever it is. And then, like right now, is a perfect time to make a big old pot of hearty soup, and have that to have throughout the week. And you can also freeze it for later. So all right, that's it for today's and for this week's Lunchtime Nuggets. I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be back next week, one more week. And next week, I'm going to take you through the steps to setting goals, food freedom goals. It's going to be amazing. It's a little tidbit from my Light Away program, and I'm going to be giving it to you here for free. So I hope you'll come back and join me and bring a friend and have an awesome weekend. Love you so much. Mwah. Peace out.